if you got a boxed phone, brand new phone, and then ubone lapha ngaphandle kubhalwe made in Chegutu, assembled in Chinhoyi, vele automatically usithi lapha ifoni le uboss wakho ikhiwa lami lithe indaba ungathi ishona lami yabo ikhiwa lami itonga lami.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Screenshot. And today we have a very, very exciting topic for you. We're talking about Africans and validation from the West. Our topic today is, why do Africans seek validation from the West or from foreigners? My name is Melinda Ncube and I am your host, and joining me today are two young people who are going to help me dive deep into this conversation. And without saying much, I'm just going to let them introduce themselves and we'll dive right into it. So, gentlemen, introduce yourself to the audience.
Hello everyone, my name is Vuyo Tusibanda and I'm a peer educator here at Inyati Youth Center. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone, my name is Junior Makikwana and I'm a qualified electrician. I graduated from Bulawayo Poly Yebeki.
All right, welcome to the show, gentlemen. Oh, yeah, and I must have missed that part. We are shooting live from Inyati Youth Center, and these young people are from Popoma. They frequent this youth center a lot, as most young people should. So thank you guys for joining us on The Screenshot today. And why, Africans, do we seek validation from foreign things? Why does success look different when we say it's African and when it's foreign, isn't it? So why is it when someone moves overseas they're now automatically considered successful? Whether we are but somehow so we are seconds. Why is that?
Well, off the bat, I will say with most people overseas. The reason why they hamba is because they assume overseas we've got greener pastures, the economy is better. But then if you look at headlines, right, from other news channels all over the world, most people are complaining, most of their citizens are complaining about the inflation in those countries, right? Inflation is not something that's original to Africa, right? All over the world. Yeah. It's a global problem. But then we'd like to pretend as if there's some people who actually say, no, I've been on to US, right? Yeah. So when they successfully get to the other side, you automatically think, no. And also, let's look at the way ngale abahola ngayo. That if you ask someone what's their salary, they will tell you $250,000 a year, or $15,000 now. Is it 15? Yeah. Or even let's take $12,000 a year, right? Automatically, I take $12,000. That sounds like a big amount, right? They look a year. Look at the way it is right now. We're in May, right? So since to May, since June. But then you look at it's a short space of time relatively, and then a huge amount of money, $12,000, $15,000, right? Yeah. Whereas Napa is $250 a month. I also translate it over the course of the year, right? So okay, over over a month, right? So what I would say, your prosperity looks very temporary, right? Compared to Umdwabengangai. So, but most of these things are in our minds. So that's my take on it.
Why do you think someone is successful when they go overseas?
I never like overseas. There's this belief overseas and automatically sokuthiwa ule mali and all that, but when you ufika uqale phansi, and sometimes I'll be successful, but people assume ukuthi njani so successful. Then abantu ngaba sebehambe either right sithi ule relative and Sihamba itshela abantu ukuthi hey umuntu wami sethi ukhazini wami successful use-UK use-Poland whatever so kuthiwa usuccessful yena akakayenzi anything usatshela abantu yena abasehle gijima ngalitshela abantu ukuthi hayi unjani relative yami successful and all that and when even it is not the case.
Yeah, fellas, I think most of us is njalo ukuthi if your relative is overseas, they are successful or they're doing well, they're doing better than you. And maybe it's because of maybe standard of living that is that side. Ukuthi their poor is not our poor. We are on levels. So I think that's why we worship that type of foreignness. Ukuthi, you know, kona kungcono yabo. Let's also talk about trust in foreign brands. Anju. Yeah, we were saying when we were off camera, if something is made in, let's say an iPhone is made, you said when it's made where?
eChegutu.
If
you got a boxed phone, brand new phone, and then ubone lapha phandle kubhalwe made in Chegutu, assembled in Chinhoyi. Vele automatically usithi ha lapha ifoni le hey vele awusozuyithemba any slight problem ezakunika yona azakuthi you see. But then in Zimbabwe you know, Zimbabwe has got, interesting in Africa, Zimbabwe has got one of the highest literacy rates, right, in the whole of Africa, right, and it's quite competitive at a global level. But then ungakhangela the way esikhangelela phansi some of our products. Of course in Zimbabwe I trust when it comes to Taganda materials. Right, whether materials are very China will be nothing else. But then when it comes to izinto as a real service delivery, in those things every day, you want to make sure what it's made in the USA.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Germany made in Japan. That when you buy even a new camera, right? When it's made in Germany or made in Japan. China.
It's very impressive.
Yeah. You know, you think with high tech, you see. So irreliability now it becomes biased towards the West.
Why? Why is it? Why can't we trust our own things? What are we lacking as Africans? If a brand is made by us or by Zimbabweans, we do not trust it. We want that brand to be made by Germany, America. What are we lacking in ourselves? Are we seeking validation from foreigners? We don't believe that we could possibly make something, you know, sharp. What's lacking in us?
Yeah, well, like lapha sithi, alright, ngithi Zimbabwe. Sesa develop instantly ukuthi njani asile ama resources to develop ama phones and all that. Sesa require ama resources from other countries overseas. So umuntu ngathi ubele phone yenze lapha eZimbabwe bayala total ngoba ethi hayi iZimbabwe ayilama resources, not even eAfrica kaphala ama resources ukuthi yenze ifone. But kabe khona kweza kwamanye ama country but bengabelieve sithi hayi le fake le yenze njani ifone kunyafa masinyane. So really they never believe it.
But phone call work up so way to get a phone call. It emanates from elsewhere. All right, it's even things like you know, when umuntu has a what we call an accent. You know that generic African accent fakwa movie Njabo or Black Panther. What's that accent? My name is. Apparently we talk like that.
Yeah.
But Tina, when someone else has what we call a posh accent or is speaking nicely, we actually listen to what they're saying. But he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, that's so terrible.
It is terrible, but it happens.
You see it everywhere. You know, at some point, I think some of these things are embedded in the psychology of us as humans. Because at some point you think, Uguti, if I can speak the English language fluently, right, it kind of translates to Uguti, I know what I'm talking about, like as you're saying, right? But then, I want water. I want to go to work. You know, that sound automatically that sounds African.
Yeah, you African.
You know? Okay, so in the past, right, we are coming from, we came from a colonialist background, right? We were colonized, right? Then we had a kind of political colonization. It's not a Zimbabwean word, so villains are kakas, right? So we came from a political colonization where they were in charge, and then after we were independent of that political colonization, well, we are a new kind of colonialism, neo-colonialism, where our economy it still depends on them, right? Politically, they're no longer putting the strings, but then economically, we're putting sanctions. Oh, suddenly prices go up, you know. And then there's another kind of colonialism that we went looking at, you know, it's psychological, right? Ukuthi, you know, the Englishman, right? For example, hey, Makiwa.
I hate that thing to the core. It's an important person.
Uboss wakho ikhiwa lami. Ikhiwa lami lithini? Indaba ungathi ishona lami. Yabo? Ikhiwa lami itonga lami. Yeah, we can get more accurate to who is your boss, you know, the ethnicity of your boss. But then ungathi ikhiwa lami, it's always embedded. It's always been embedded ukuthi ikhiwa
So since we were psychologically colonized or mentally colonized as well to believe that those people were superior to us, because even, I think you are definitely right, it comes from that. Because when ngesikhathi sangikhona besarula ilizwe lapha, ababekhona lathi okhulu labo baba bethu ngabona nxa segqoka isudu laye yabo ese upresence yakho sengumuntu onjani uqhakathekileyo. So unfortunately I think it messed us up.
I think it also comes from this. Konapiana, also your accent, the way you would pronounce certain English words, right? Ukhuluma ngamlalela, ukhuluma yasikhuluma isikhiwo. Akukhulumela isikhiwo. So you can see it. Ukuthi even khona ngale, it was also a sign, right? Of your kind of education. Yabo. Nxa ungafundanga kakhulu vele isikhiwa awungasoze usikhulume the way njengomuntu ose-ascending in the heights of what the education yakhe.
Yeah, they're twang about them.
Yeah. Masithi good morning.
Yeah.
Yabo. Then wena ungasifundanga isikhiwa sona lesana, right, ungahamba ngesikole, bafika usithi good morning. Good morning. There's a difference in the way even the English people would look at you. They'll be like, maybe you're still coming up. And so that kind of thinking also got transferred to the black people, rather to the natives. Yeah, to the natives, to us, right? And then got passed down from generation to generation up to this day. Umuntu angabe pronounce, you can find someone with a PhD, pronounce a city work, arrange those chairs. Sometimes PhD in what? Very even lokum khangela wakho ngani.
Can I ask you, which institution do you trust the most? Harvard or National University of Science and Technology?
Obviously Harvard.
Harvard, why?
Obviously, but citizen. And you want to Harvard overseas. Because overseas, they are more trusted by Africans than any others, even in their own countries, because they believe they have higher education standards than lapha. So that's why we said umntana behambe efunda ngale than ukuthi efundela ngoba babona ngani education yabo nje ipoor.
Okay. So thina sicabanga ukuthi our education system is terrible compared to lokhu zethu. But what are we learning? We're learning things from that side. That's why our education may not be the same. And for now, they are the blueprint. But anyways,
Well, to some extent, that might be. You do know what mathematics originated from Africa.
That's what they say.
The ancient Egyptians, whoever invented most of these systems, those were the greatest engineers of their time, the ancient Egyptians, right? But then they are Africans, Egyptians are Africans, right? Look at...
That was not what they believe, but it could continue.
Yeah. Then if you look at even some of our, it creates Zimbabwe when it was built. I highly doubt the people who were, the project manager who was in charge of that, where Lama calculations, building lays, wind resistance. No. We had our own kind of science, if I could say, right? Which wasn't translated to the osmosis that we know, to the photosynthesis that we know. Tina, okay, not fun. We knew the same thing, but in a different way, right? Because we got the same results. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, we worked with what we had, and it all worked out at the end. So my question is, why do we seek? Because I think we have managed to determine, to come to the fact that we do seek foreign validation. Not only validation, but we see foreignness as successfulness other than our type of success. We have a lot of successful people, but most young people, they say, no, maybe not young people, but most African people, they value success from foreign, nations as success. Even Belarus, Belarus, but Belarus, as long as I'm Uganda, whatever it is that exactly, as long as I'm Sudan, you deem me as successful. So what is it? Queen, we've talked about colonization and we've talked about brands, but what do you think it is that people like to round off? Why is it that people think that foreign lands are what? No, why do Africans worship foreign lands?
Well, my response to that would be, not going back to colonization, because this is really the colonial coming in 2026, right?
Yeah.
So I believe at some point we understand the fact that they got a kind of head start in development, right? To some extent, they got a kind of head start. If you look at the early emergence of skyscrapers in the UK, and in which year did we have our first skyscraper? In Zimbabwe, even Bulawayo, you'd find those were decades apart. The first year, the distance between the first year where the UK got their first skyscraper and when we got our first, those are two different times. It's because I think I can say they got a kind of developmental head start. So because of that, now we think, they are ahead after all in their development, right? So we assume since they are ahead in development, then their headship must be in everything, in technology, in economy, right? In commerce, what else, in health, right? Even our services are called, right? We automatically submitted to that fact. Yeah. So I think that's the reason, to answer that question.
And we're also not blind. Sometimes we envy what we see, on social media and all that, to be honest. So, is anyone planning to call her? Hayi ngiyabuza ukhona yini phezulu bapha socala. It's also a dream for other people ukuthi njani mina my dream is to leave Zimbabwe. I saw this joke akade sithi it's a South African person who posted the joke sithi yeah, I'm not trying to cause rift between South Africans and Nigerians, but I said Nigerians' greatest achievement is getting a visa to another country. And that is their greatest achievement. So, guys, thank you so much for having this discussion with me. I am an African youth. We are overseas for success, and just coming to understand why it is that we view as a foreign as better than what we have. So maybe what we can take away is maybe how we can build our own things, simply trust in our things. Like we mentioned before, our musicians, they blow up when they go overseas. People now tell us about people that we already knew, and now we take them seriously because they've been posted somewhere else, isn't? So for our like for example, on Night Freak, but Kalisugu, he started blowing up overseas. Now people love him here, unfortunately, and he's been here for a while. So there are actually many examples of that. So thank you so much for talking to me today. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And for everyone watching at home, we would like to leave you with the question on why is it that Africans seek foreign validation when it comes to success, when it comes to what it is that we deem as successful. So you can answer us on the comment section. Let us know what it is that you think, and also let us know what it is that you want us to talk about on the upcoming episodes. So make sure you like, you follow, you subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Until next week, bye.